Hi, I'm meteorologist Tracy Humphrey, and we're going to take a look at what's happening today with the opportunity for near triple-digit highs in the valley. And more importantly, we now have a red flag warning in effect for parts of the valley. That's going to be Thursday and Friday. Take a look at your temperatures from 84 in Sacramento, 86 degrees coming into Stockton, 93 in Vacaville. Bear in mind, this is coming in just shy of the noon hour, so temperatures are expected to be warming progressively throughout the afternoon into the evening hours. We're looking at more so the 80 in the foothills, also looking at temperatures topping off in the lower 70s coming in for parts of the Sierra. But the hours that we're most concerned about and the locations that we're most concerned about will be for the valley. 2 o'clock in the afternoon, temperatures projected to be in the lower 90s. 4 o'clock in the afternoon, temperatures expected to be in the upper 90s. Mid 90s coming in for 6 o'clock in the evening. Temperatures in the upper 80s. They'll finally start to cool down, but that's 8 o'clock at night. Temperatures still near 90 degrees. That is a lot of heat. These temperatures rather coming at a time of the year where this is not common. So this is where you just have to pace yourself, make sure you're well hydrated, and of course always think about the elderly and our little ones. These are the forecasted highs for today. Winds out of the northwest around 14 miles per hour, up to 100 in Vacaville. Upper 90s coming in for Sacramento as well as into Marysville. Upper 90s down in Stockton, mid 90s in Modesto. Temperatures topping off in the foothills, averaging around 90 degrees through Auburn, Placerville, well into San Andreas, and the upper 70s coming in for parts of Truckee and also into South Lake Tahoe. So today is all about the heat, near triple-digit highs. You have to start talking about heat risk, especially for people who are sensitive to the heat. Tomorrow will be about the chance for winds really being gusty and strong enough that if any type of fires were to develop, they could grow quickly and rapidly. So gusty north winds are coming in. Those tend to be drier winds. They're expected to be gusting anywhere from 35 to 45 miles per hour. That's Thursday and Friday. You combine that wind with warm temperatures, you got dry conditions. We're looking at about 95% of the state in severe drought conditions. That is where we have elevated fire weather concerns. So here's a look at our satellite and our radar. Everything here in the red, that is where you currently have a red flag warning. That's parts of California. That's the southern tip of Nevada. That's moving into New Mexico, where they've been dealing with wildfires. We just got ours earlier today, but again, it will be in effect early tomorrow morning through Friday night. Now, something else is going to be coming in. So first off, we're dry, right? We're also looking at the high pressure system that's bringing in the heat. So now we got the heat, we got the dry conditions. Now, on top of all that, there's a cold front that's just in the Pacific Northwest along with the low pressure system. Now, this cold front is doing wonderful things for Washington and Oregon. They're getting showers, rain and snow showers. We could use that, but our storm track is still a little too far to the north. Now, the low pressure system is going to move closer to our area, and the cold front is going to be crossing our area later tonight, and that is why our temperatures will go from hot to warm. Now, today's hot. Tomorrow's going to be more like near 90 as well as Friday. It is the low pressure system that moves into parts of the Great Basin, in addition to that high pressure system, that will create a strong variation in pressure difference. That gives us strong winds. The northerly winds come in, they're drier winds. They're not coming in across the ocean, they're coming in across land masses. That's why humidity levels will be falling. That's important because it cures out our fuel. The grass, the brush, the trees, it just makes them drier, and unfortunately, if you do have a fire, it makes it easier for that fire to grow. Elevated fire weather now in the forecast Thursday and Friday. As I move in, this is what we're looking for, those winds coming in again out of the north, and everything here in this red shading is now a part of that red flag warning. Any place within this red flag warning, if you were to have a fire, we're expecting it to spread quickly, and if you live in any of these locations, you do need to have a go bag. Again, take a look at that red flag warning. Kicks off Thursday morning into Friday night. So the areas we are most concerned about is essentially the Sacramento Valley. That's Redding, all the way coming into Chico, Yuba City. That does include Sacramento. It does include Stockton, all the way down into Modesto. Here is where we're going to see some of the strongest winds. Now, this is around 12:55 coming into Thursday morning. 29-mile-per-hour winds in Marysville, 22 in Sacramento. As I continue to move, winds will be gusty throughout the day Thursday. And look at what happens Thursday night. 32 for Marysville, 27 for Stockton, 37 for Chico, and then we get into Friday morning and we are still looking at very strong winds. Now, the problem with that is when you get the strongest winds coming in the nighttime hours. If you were to have a fire, because you could have downed trees and or power lines, it is difficult to find and get yourself together to evacuate in the middle of the night, right? So that red flag warning means take action. That means critical fire conditions are ongoing or expected within the next 24 hours. It means you need to have a go bag. Here's a look at your 7-day forecast. Today you'll be talking about the heat. Tomorrow is about the red flag warning. After that, it's about the heat that will be back in the forecast Saturday, Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday. We have been looking at a pronounced growth in the amount of fatalities that happen in nighttime fires. If you live in those areas, please have an evacuation route in effect for you as well as for your family. That is a look at your First Alert weather.